The Bargain Bin Gaymer would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We extend our respects to elders past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people enjoying this program today.
Double T Media.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Hi there, my name is Davey Willett. My pronouns are he and him. I am a 39-year-old gay man who likes to play cheap video games and then make videos about them on the internet. This is the Bargain Bin Gaymer. Well, hello and welcome to this very special edition of The Bargain Bin Gaymer, a Double T Media production here on the very festive BQN Podcast Network. I am your host, Davey Willett. My pronouns are he and him, and I am here to play the cheapest and most shittest, but also most merriest video games out there so that you don't have to. It may surprise you to hear that I actually love Christmas, so I've gone on the hunt for some festive bargains. I have been playing a lot of shit in preparation for this season of games. However, the first title that I have for you, I actually really quite enjoyed. Let's have a little look at Ho Ho Home Invasion. Developer and publisher Whitepot Studios have boldly chosen to mix the intense stealth action of Metal Gear Solid with the joy of delivering Christmas presents. Ho Ho Home Invasion is a charming free-to-play indie title. It starts off simple and quickly ramps the difficulty up to about 1,000. My only real complaint is that given the developer's designation of this as a micro title, there isn't actually more of it to enjoy. Even Santa has to keep his skills and fitness sharp. Here's a man with a mammoth task in front of him: deliver toys to every good boy and girl without being noticed in one night. To help him prepare between drinks, the elves devised an ingenious series of obstacle courses that resemble human homes. They have also filled these homes with human-like robots to simulate his real-world tasks. Santa's CrossFit workout is to leave presents under the tree and in stockings hung by the chimney with care. If he is detected, it is game over. Do you know what? I adore the simplicity and charm of this concept. What I love even more is that it is surprisingly fun to play, and I rarely say this about any of the games I review. The gameplay itself is easy to learn but challenging to master. You use gentle nudges on the left control stick to move Santa at varying speeds, all the while keeping a close eye on the noise meter at the bottom of the screen. A mini-map helps you identify the field of vision of each of the robots as well to help you to avoid detection. In my playtime, I came across 3 types of robots: sleeping robots, wandering robots, and robots reading a book. The latter can be snuck past whilst the book is in front of its face. These are the hardest to navigate as their boredom with their books forces them to look around constantly for something better to do. Like perhaps capture creepy old men in red suits who have snuck in through the unlocked front door to spread joy. You can also find plates of cookies around each home to consume. However, this did not reward me with any extra points that I could figure out. Therein lies one minor negative. Of the 7 levels available, the game only records how long it took you to complete each one. You might have some fun trying to beat your best time, but there is nothing much else to bring you back for a second playthrough. There are Steam achievements, I guess, for finishing a level without raising an alarm. That's something. That said, some other hidden goodies or bonuses would make for a compelling additional challenge to the main task of delivering gifts. That task, however, increases so much in difficulty as the game ramps up. To start, you only have a few gifts to deliver per house. By the time you reach level 5, there's over 20 gifts to deliver. By level 6, you are in a full-blown apartment complex with over 50 packages of goodness to drop off. Not to mention that the robots start to learn daring tricks like opening doors. They could teach ChatGPT something about how to work smarter and not harder. The music is a string of Yuletide-inspired Fruity Loops. They are all inoffensive but unlikely to get stuck in your head. As I did though, you can turn the music down and listen to the Hannah Waddingham Christmas concert instead. Keep the sound effects on though. The little rattles and creaks of the robots help you know what they are up to. Graphically, the game is not going to blow you away. However, the top-down and semi-isometric viewpoints are pleasing to the eye. The game runs well on a low-end laptop at the highest settings and would make a great on-the-go title for Steam Deck or Switch. It is all colourful, it is all Christmassy, and it is all just a lot of fun. It's free, so check it out. Ho Ho Home Invasion is free to play on Steam. It is a hidden gem. Go and give it a go this Christmas. Well, that is it for this edition of the Bargain Bin Gaymer. I have got a few more festive bargains coming your way very, very soon. Please don't forget that this show is part of a broader network of podcasts called the BQN. You can support this and the other BQN programs by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/BQN. You can also find me over live streaming cheapo el shito el crapo video games, and some pretty good ones too actually, over on Twitch by searching for the Bargain Bin Gaymer, spelt Gaymer. You can find me on all of the socials as well. I'm on X, Instagram, you name it, I'm on it. Hope to see you there. Tune in next time for more Bargain Bin goodness. Au revoir and Merry Christmas to all. And to all, good night. Merry Christmas.
What shows are on BQN, you ask? Well, here's a rundown of some podcasts you might be interested in. All Good Things, a Star Trek Universe podcast covering all of Trek, hosted by Amy, Mark, Christos, and Kelvin. Bargain Bin Gaymer, a YouTube show hosted by Davey, a self-proclaimed gamer who specializes in reviewing and showcasing affordable video games. If you're lost in the Delta Quadrant, check out The Captain's Couch, a Star Trek Voyager podcast hosted by Jeremiah sitting on Janeway's Ready Room couch. Cinema Z, a film discussion and review podcast showcasing films you probably missed but should definitely check out. Hosted by Mark, Matt, and Laz. Beam Aboard the Galaxy Class, a Star Trek Next Generation podcast covering all of TNG. Hosted by Amy, Joe, Rhea, and Kevin. History with the Zilagis, a snippet of historical events from around the world, hosted by Chrissy and Jason. For the newest Trek coverage, check out Infinite Diversity, hosted by Chrissy and Thad. Test your Trek knowledge with Treksperts Quiz, a Star Trek quiz show hosted and written by Davey. Union Federation, covering all things Star Trek and the Orville, which we all know is really a Star Trek show, hosted by Kyle, Kevin, Amy, and Haley. Spill the Tea with What's the Tea, Bev, a Trek current events and fan interview show hosted by Christos. And for our Patreon members, we have The Hive Mind, BQN's monthly roundtable discussion with hosts and listeners. It's Green, a cornucopia of topics hosted by Mark, and Amy's Math Moments, a quick look at math moments in Star Trek, hosted by Amy. We know you have a choice of podcasts to choose from, and we thank you for listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
Double T Media.